Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. 26-yard line.
And Goff going to look to throw right away.
It's complete to Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. At the 34-yard line.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down out of there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You look at this Packers defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At their own 35-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's 3rd and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards, first down Packers. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 51 yards. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Goff now looking to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the end route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes it, the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a line first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
We're good. We're good. Obama. 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 Turbo.
Goff. And this is incomplete. The Lions at 500 at 6-6. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard after the 49. You look at this Packers defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Grupe for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. And he's got Smith here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme.
His fourth rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Start with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
To throw now, here's Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Ready. Black, 95. White. Green jack. Ready.
Love. That's taken in by Golden. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Stop. Check.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on the third down.
A 2-yard pickup.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
3rd down and 1.
Here we go. 62 blue. Hut.
Throwing. Love.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Like 20. Tiger. Go, 12. Let's go. Obama. 12. Turbo.
Goff now looks to throw. It's Williams on the catch.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's gone. Now screen. It's complete.
Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A point after, good by Grupe. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Come on, set. 32. Ready, go. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Now Love. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outmove 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Down. Left foot. Shot. 17.
Love from the gun. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lift at the end of that one.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers get a bit closer. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now on 2nd and 13, Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Love back to it here after the pick 6. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set, steal, black 40.
Love now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Watson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 touchdowns for him already in in this first half. This one good for a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Love. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 60 ready. 60 ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready. Striker. 333. Yellow. Cut.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jayden Reed. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Louis. White 20. 17.
To throw is gone. Got his man. It's Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
White 20. Turbo.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Green Bay.
Love, they go play action now. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it made complete. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And now Love going to change things up. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to throw. Love. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football in here.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
We go tonight.
On the ground, this is Grimes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Orange. Super. Shell. 76, tell him. 76. Tiger, Tiger. What's that?
Here's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
Wiggles free. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
120. What's that?
Now a give, right side. Marsh.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Lions add 6 to their lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Looking to throw. Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black, 95. Yellow blue. Black ultra. Cut.
Working out of the gun. Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Here we go. Hey, 180. Louis.
Gone. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Come on, set, ready.
Love, this is third and goal. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 33, second and 9. Goff now looking to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Well, the gain of 3 on the play. Third and 7 now.
It's third and 7.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 7. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The quick slant caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown,
Christian Watson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again. Here in the fourth.
45. Packers 42.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to manage the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. It's complete to Williams. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Now inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
52. Packers 42.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Jumped out enough to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
Throwing. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
31 yards. That's another Packers first down.
Going back to Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Second and 10.
Yellow. Set. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed from 10 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Packers 49.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Mosey, you see it, Mosey. Value 1. Average low. Super 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Rotates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
180. Hey, kill. What's that?
Hand off now to Gibbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Goff now to throw. He's got it to Williams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Taking it about the 16. Call it a 44-yard punt. 5 on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down.
Ready.
Love.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they're saying it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Love. Watson making the catch.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as understand where they are on the field?
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
95. Red. Drill green. Set.
Love looking to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Right. Set.
Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Here comes second down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Love looking to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Love. Will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
10 black ultra. Yellow. Ready.
Now Love. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Green Bay.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
We go. Value 3. Value 180.
Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now Goff. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 out of the 31-yard line.
Got it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And room there to work it inside the 25.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 6.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.